Hey, Lewis Turner here for Guitar Interactive Magazine, back with another acoustic review, or acoustic-ish review, I guess. It comes under the acoustic banner, I should think. So in this review, I'm checking out this Aria FETF1N, and here it is, a striking-looking instrument with the double F holes. Playing kind of jazzy stuff at the start, because that's the kind of thing it conjures up in my head, the look of it. So we'll go through the different features on this particular guitar and see what it has to offer and the different sounds we can get out of it. So, starting down at the headstock, we got the nice Aria shaped headstock and the finished this kind of matte black from what I can see here, which looks pretty cool. Nicely balanced as well, not too heavy. Flip it over, have a look at the back. We've got some sort of tuners on here, I'm not sure what make they are, but they seem nice and solid. I like the way they're finished, and they're adjustable should things start to get a little bit loose over time. We'll have a look at the back here. So we've got a NATO neck, and as you can see, you've got a flamed NATO back as well. So actually, I'll just say this now, it's NATO all over. So a flamed NATO back and sides, a flamed NATO top, and the NATO neck. As you can see, it looks very cool. I think it looks pretty cool. The finish on it is nice. I'm flipping it a bit round. Have a look at the front of the guitar. Rosewood 21 fret fingerboard. And the thing I'm going to say about this that I noticed straight away is it's a really comfortable neck. It's just like playing your standard, whatever a standard is, but your average kind of electric guitar, well set up electric guitar. Its playability is wonderful. It's just a joy to play, you know, in terms of actual playing effort. It's great. It feels just like electric guitar. There's no hardship in it, no big action or, you know, wide frets or anything. It just feels really good, really nice to play. It encourages you to kind of go for it. You know, whereas a lot of acoustic guitars, you kind of feel comfortable strumming, and then it comes to the lead stuff, you're like, that's a bit trickier. It's swapping between the two on this is just spot on, absolutely spot on. Okay, onto the body. As I've already said, we've got a flamed NATO top, which looks great. The double F holes with a rosewood board. It's going for that classic 1930s, you know, big jazz guitar shape, but more an acoustic styly. We've got, as you might not have noticed, this is an electroacoustic. So flip it around here. Here's the battery compartment with the input jack, and this brings us neatly onto the controls, which you can see up the top here. You can get that. So this has got a 4-band EQ preamp on it, with a graphic tuner on it. This is the AEQ4, 4 standing for the 4-band EQ. So it's got a tuner, very easy to use, always handy to have. Tells you what hertz setting it's on, etc. Pretty straightforward. And then we've got our obvious controls. So we've got volume in the middle. There's a notch control, a presence control, which is nice to have. Presence really determines, you know, how upfront the sound is. And I always find presence great for any feedback issues you might have, which, touch wood, we've not had so far, even though the monitor speakers are quite close by. And a bass middle and a treble EQ down the bottom there, so with a little notch so you know it's in the center. So very simple to use, straight out the box, so to speak. So some different sounds. So if I put everything flat to begin with, you can hear it. So you kind of heard some lead stuff at the start. So if I do something more acoustic-y, so this is with all our EQs flat, here's a little strummy sort of thing. So the reason I kind of question at the start, acoustic or not, it's fall somewhere in between. So we don't have the big resonance of, like I say, a dreadnought acoustic. And we haven't got the big sound hole there to really give us a full, thick, warm sound. It's fair to say this is a lot thinner sound than that, but we've only got 2 F holes, you know, with it unplugged. Obviously you're not going to get this, but it's a quiet guitar. unplugged, and it's a small bodied guitar as well, quite thin, so it's not moving a lot of air around in it. So it doesn't really do that. To my ears, it's not really suited to that strummy kind of playing, but I don't think that's what it's marketed for, even if I turn the bass up. It's much more, because of the setup on it and the way it feels like a much more intricate guitar, and you know, the more fiddly kind of playing. But we can certainly get some different sounds out of it if I kind of play around with it. Etc. So it's nice and responsive to how you play. It's very dynamic. Etc. Etc. I'm sorry, I'm rambling a bit there with my playing. It really likes to be played, and I'm enjoying playing it. So yeah, it's not really doing the big round the campfire strummy acoustic thing, but it does the opposite of what a lot of acoustics can't do. I probably shouldn't keep referring to it as an acoustic, because it's technically not, but you get the area I'm going down. It does that more intricate side of things really nicely, and it's really nice and easy to play. So maybe we'll do some more playing in the style that I think it's intended, and I'll play around with some of these controls a bit, give it a bit more bottom end and a bit more presence. Yeah, great, really good fun. So there we have it, the Aria FETF1N. A really cool looking guitar, obviously, but I'm trying to think whether to classify it on the acoustic or semi-acoustic, or you can make your own mind up about that. Obviously not a full-on acoustic, electric acoustic with the built-in graphic EQ. Really great to play, effortless to play, lots of fun, and good sounding for that particular style of playing and the kind of jazzy comping. Oh yeah, I should mention actually that I can also hear the kind of like the Freddie Green-esque stuff going on. That kind of thing seems really good at that sort of stuff. It's got a bit more top end in it, so it cuts through the mix. Yeah, so great sounding, great playability, really good fun. Definitely go and check one out if you're looking for something a little bit different and just bags and bags of fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.